Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I am Lily and today we're going to talk about food processing. We have several reasons and ways to process food. The most common reason why we would want to process food is mostly to battle decay, but some also have more reasons. The first and in majority main reason why we process food is simply for the food to last longer. The second reason to processing food is the creation of more from little. The third reason for processing food is to transform a non-liked product to a loved product. Let's start with the most used for all timelines, the dryers. We have dryers for both raw meats and for raw fish. The product is added to the dryers by the tribe, and after the process of drying is complete, the product changes to meat and fish jerky respectively. The dried meats and fish will last roughly 6 to 12 months longer than the raw products pending the game speed mode you are using, meaning a fast speed will make the product last for up to 12 months or so longer. We do not need to process the meats or the fish when we only get what tribe can eat within a few days, but we do need it when we produce more than we can eat before it rots away. One might think, well, produce less then. But when it comes to raw meats, whatever tribe does not take in of self-dead animals will rot in nature. It is then better that we strip it and process it for tribe consumption in the future. Any loss in nature is complete and certain. If you are in early Mesa with no access to proper storage options, any overproduction of any food will need processing or it will be lost to decay even sooner, unless you only keep a few days worth of food in the camp at any time. Next processing method is the dairy station. When we milk our livestock, we get a raw produce, milk. And if your tribe consumes it all within a few days, the dairy station is not really needed, as the main point of a dairy station in the game is to process the milk into a different product in order to increase the longevity. But let's be honest, most of us would prefer milk to always become cheese, even if we could easily consume all the milk in one day. We all know milk will sour pretty quickly, so we add any surplus milk to a dairy station to make sure the milk is not lost to decay, and the end product is cheese, which lasts, pending again game speed mode, at least 8 times longer than any raw milk. Our last food processing method is how we process wheat crops. We only have this one produce in the game at the moment that grants more from processing little. Wheat needs to be processed several times to reach the end products, and thus they also change the usage per cycle of processing. This is in 3 steps. Each step converts the starter product into something completely new. We start with, of course, harvesting the wheat crops from the wild or the farms we have. This produce is not usable for consumption by humans or animals. It is basically useless in that state. Next step is the threshing, and this process will create a consumable product, the wheat grains. Both animals and humans can eat this. Animals love it. Humans hate it. We can and should then process the grains further by milling or grinding it on a mill stone. The result of this will be flour. Flour is not consumable by animals or humans. So if you do not have any ovens up, then do not mill your wheat grains, as they are as grains edible, while as flour they are not. Last step is baking the flour into bread in your oven. This process will create more out of a little. This is how. We need 2 wheat crop units to make 1 unit of wheat grains. We need 2 units of grains to make 1 unit of flour. Each unit of flour will create 10 units of bread after being baked in the oven. Simply put, each 4 units of wheat crop will grant 10 units of bread. As a rule of thumb, do not harvest wild wheat until you have a thresher, as you can do nothing with the wheat crops before that. There is also no need to create wheat farms until you actually have mills and ovens. Your tribe will hate eating the grains and you will spend workforce on farms when you could instead use that workforce to get food that your people actually love and get impactful happiness from. Common for all processing methods is that they become a different product that has a very increased longevity.